Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. Now,
Am I audible?
yeah, now audible and visible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, today we are going to touch upon two groups of people. One group is people who have retired from their service, and the second group is homemakers. So today's topic is about who are the new economic powerhouses in India. So considering that a lot of people are getting retired and new young people are joining services or job, the advantage the retired people have is the experience and decision making abilities as compared to the Gen Z and Gen Y and Gen Z. No doubt they need a little bit of experience, to be productive and to contribute. However, the capabilities that the retired people have accumulated over time, over their entire career, just because they retired, that is not getting tapped. So let us see how we can, how they can contribute. It is not that they stay at home and then they become dependent. Now there is no pension scheme. Earlier there was a pension scheme and they used to continue getting a monthly pension. I think since 2004 or something, all
Your voice is not coming. Is that for me? I think it's got disconnected.
Morning.
I think. Morning, Murli sir, Soja ma'am, Soumya, Reason sir.
Yeah, very good morning, sir. His voice is not coming, sir. Yeah. It's not coming, sir. Probably it's got disconnected, sir.
Good morning, Honorable
Yeah.
sir.
there was
Yes,
a
sir.
power outage here, so I'll again share the screen. Sorry for that. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Morning, Govardhan sir.
Good morning, audible, sir.
Yeah, now it's.
Thank you.
But you're not visible.
Yeah, and I had logged in from two devices. One device, is not operational now because
But in both the windows, you are not visible, sir.
it's not available.
It's okay, sir. If net issues, then
Joined from
coming
the
on video.
mobile
Yeah, it's okay.
connectivity. Yeah. Yeah. So even when I'm sharing my video, so as I was mentioning, so today's topic is about how contribute to the financial sovereignty of India. So it's basically how India can still tap into these two groups. One group is the retired people, and the second group is homemakers. So there is a paradigm shift. Paradigm shift is something which could not be imagined. It's a drastic shift. So as we all know, since the last or even since 1991, India has really got into the growth path, and especially over the last decade, India has made strides, and India's GDP is one of the highest in the world, and India's economy has reached almost close to 4 trillion, and now it is the third in the world. So, in India's evolving economy, traditional roles are shifting from dependency to active, dignified economic contribution. So, earlier, when we said retiring means, okay, definitely they were getting the pension, and they would have there would be a drastic shift in their daily routine and activities. So retirement means even in the family, people would say that, okay, now you have worked enough, sit at home. So the kind of respect that the people were getting before retirement would change, even from the family members and even from the community. The outlook for retired people would change after their retirement. So it's basically winding down, and they relied on the family support, and they were confined to their homes or their locality or their community. But things are changing now. What we can envisage is financial sovereignty. They still are capable, the retired people are still capable of contributing to the economy of the country. So by taking up digital micro entrepreneurship and startup advisory. So both retirees as well as homemakers. So what is the hidden asset? So these are the things that is not evident, but these are the assets which can be tapped into. Coming to the retirees, they are a knowledge bank. Over their 35 plus years of service, they would have acquired so much of knowledge and experience, and they are best suited for taking decisions in case of any emergency or in case of any challenges. So the assets are institutional knowledge, crisis management experience, vast professional networks, and stability. Unlike, I'm not making any comment about the Gen Y and Gen Z, but because of their lack of experience, sometimes the decision they make can go wrong and can mean that it can be disastrous. Whereas retired people, based on their experience, and also they take time to take decisions. They do not take abrupt decisions, and that way their decision making ability is an asset. And what is the need? How they can fill the need of the market. So basically, now there's a lot of support that is being given to startups and SMEs, small and medium enterprises. And these startups and SMEs require people with experience. Most of the startups fail in the first 5 years. Many of them fail in the very first year itself, and at the end of 5 years, hardly 3 to 5% of the startups survive. Almost 90 to 95% of the startups fail in one of these 5 years. So the main reason is wrong decision making, wrong investment of time, money, and effort. So this is where the experienced people can add value, and they can guide and help the startups and SMEs to set up a structure which can help them to focus on their strengths and become successful. Coming to the homemaker front, the homemaker definitely, it is one of the biggest, they have, most of them would have, would be graduates, and because they would like to support their family, they might not have taken a job, and they would have some time also, free time also, after taking care of the needs of their family. They will definitely have a desire to invest in something which can The power is back. There was again a small disruption. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
No, my
And
network
yeah,
switched back to the Wi-Fi, so I'll again share
sharing
the
note.
screen.
You
Yeah,
are audible.
Sharing.
yeah,
Audible, sir. Audible.
yeah, yeah. So we were discussing about the homemaker. Homemakers basically have taken a decision to stay at home and take care of their family needs. Definitely, they have the knowledge and the experience. They would be graduates, and they would also have acquired the skills of connecting to the internet and all those things. These are basic essentials today. So when they have that free time, they can also become a digital developer. They can also utilize the power of the digital world, and their assets are deep community trust, resourcefulness, financial agility, and localized network dominance. You know, I'm not talking about someone who just sits at home. Homemakers are also active in their community, and they can bridge this gap. There's a gap that is there, a market need that is there. They are the platforms require hyper local distribution and high trust community engagement. A lot of homemakers have a network within their community. I mean, other with other homemakers. Some of them have this kitty parties kind of a thing and all that. So definitely they are in a community and they have a network, and this is something which can be tapped into. So coming to the retired people, the pathway they can have is how they can contribute to the economy through their experience. So one of the options they have is they can become virtual board members and advisors. It is not that they have to go and go to the SME or go to the startup location and work 9 to 5. They can become virtual board members and advisors, and they can log in and interact with the founders of the startups or the SMEs and provide stability and institutional knowledge as part-time advisors, or become independent directors on the board. If the SMEs is a partnership and they have a board, they can be part of that board also. Then technical consultancy, because of their vast experience, they can become consultants and support companies or SMEs who want their expertise on project basis. Project based consulting for retired specialists, engineering, finance, law, HR. All these things are important, and these are the areas where most of the startups are solopreneur. Basically, only one person will be looking after all these areas: production, logistics, basically operations, finance, sales and marketing, HR. Everything is dependent on one person and one person's decision. So by having a retired person to act as a consultant, the burden will be shared, and the owner or the entrepreneur or the solopreneur can focus on the critical areas. Bridging talent gaps via tab chief or senior experts. These are some of the platforms which give an opportunity for retired people. So they have a kind of a platform where the retired people register. At the same time, SMEs who want support from experienced people also register. So they act as a bridge. They may do a matchmaking and they support SMEs taking help from the retired people. Third is arbitration and mediation. A lot of litigation happens, especially when it becomes a in a partnership company. Initially everything goes well, but after some time there will be dissonance amongst the partners. So instead of going to the court and it will take a long time to get resolved the resolution. So these retired people, thanks to their experience, they can act as arbitrators and mediate to sort out the issue. So high demand for out of court dispute resolutions, ideal for formal legal or corporate professionals. So someone who worked in corporate in any capacity, in high top management capacity, they can act as mediators and arbitrators to sort out any issues that any SME or any startup is facing. Coming on to the homemakers. So the pathway for them is digital micro entrepreneurship. So India's digital infrastructure is very solid and it is one of the cheapest as compared to any other country in the world. So having a network connectivity is one of the simplest and easiest and cost-effective one. So some of the areas which gives an opportunity for the home makers is e-selling and social commerce. Basically, curating and selling products via WhatsApp and Instagram. So basically creating I know we all have WhatsApp, but we use it only for our personal needs. But there's also another WhatsApp which can be registered as a business, business uh, registration. So that will be separate. So that will have additional features as compared to this free WhatsApp that we have access to, and it has it helps in people to communicate and spread the word about their business activities. And even Instagram also, there are various this thing, and Instagram gives visibility to a larger masses easily. So Mishu and Glowroad are basically free, apps which can help in setting up these and get visibility for any product or service that the homemaker would like to start. Then the second area is cloud kitchens. So cloud kitchen is basically all the food preparation is done in one place and get distributed to various other end users or other distribution centers. So highly profitable, specialized catering, tiffin services, healthy niche baking in urban centers, avoiding full restaurant overhead. So if we want to start a cafeteria or even a hotel, it requires a lot of initial investment and there'll be high overheads. Every month, there'll be a lot of expenses and it requires working capital. So when it is operated from home, then all these overheads will not be there. So profitability will be much higher. And even, you need to, when you have a hotel or a cafeteria, you need manpower also. Whereas here, it can be done by the homemaker or take assistance of one or two other ladies from the community. They can form a group. Then content creation and AI training. So basically, this is one area where the homemakers can, this thing already, a lot of people are already in this, Laila ma'am, and she is the one who comes to my mind. And of course, we have Tulsi ma'am. So fulfilling the human in the loop demand. Basically, roles like AI data annotators requiring only a laptop, basic training, and flexible hours. So, with the ability to reach out to the masses through Zoom or Google Meet, so homemakers can reach out to a larger audience and uh, create training contents and which are AI enabled, and they can reach out to masses. So that is an opportunity for the homemakers. So the pathway 3 is knowledge sharing and education. Basically, uh, vernacular language training. As we all know, India is a country with many languages, and not everyone can understand and speak English or other languages. So there's a captive audience for training programs done in vernacular languages, in different languages. Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Marathi, and even if we go to the north, although they look similar to Hindi, but there are different dialects. Bhojpuri and Haryanvi. All these things are basically different dialects, although they are linked to Hindi. So vernacular language training, meeting the niche demand of teaching local languages, Hindi, Kannada, Tamil to expats and non-native professionals. Then also soft skills training. This is an area which I think Laila ma'am is focusing on. Conducting workshops on leadership, workplace ethics, and crisis management for younger corporate batches, and even for graduates who are aspiring to get into a job. They also need these soft skills: how to perform in an interview, how to prepare their resume, how to apply, and how to uh, perform in group discussions as part of the interview. All these skills are soft skills which homemakers can provide. Then also there's online tutoring. I think this is one area where Pandya is already tutoring students on drawing classes and all that. So teaching school subjects or hobbies, chess, Vedic math from home via platforms like Vedantu, QMath, or Unacademy. So these are platforms which will give an opportunity for the homemakers. They need not establish it, everything from scratch. They just need to get registered or get registered with these platforms, and they provide even the payment gateway. So you can declare the area, the topic with in consultation with them. They take care of the advertising and the payment and all that. And there's a profit sharing. That's how these platforms work. So all these will lead to a stable, independent income both for the retirees as well as homemakers. There's another pathway in the financial and insurance services. So both homemakers as well as retirees can choose this path. So it is a insurance PSOP. It is basically personal to personal selling, basically. So it requires what is known as a certification from a government body called IRDAI. It's a regulatory body for all insurance companies, all types of insurance like health, life, and home insurances, vehicle insurances. All insurance companies come under the purview of IRDAI, and it conducts an exam which requires around 15 hours of training. And once they uh, get trained and take that exam, they will be eligible to act as advisors, insurance advisors. So they can sell health, life, and motor insurance with high autonomy and commission based earnings. So there are various insurance companies like Kotak Life, uh, Prudential, all these companies, Axis, all these companies need people who are not on their roles, but they bring in new policies, new customers who take either a life policy or a health policy or any other type of insurance. So basically, it is trust to income. So both the retirees as well as homemakers live in a community, so they would be known in the community, so that community trust can be leveraged. And after getting certified, they become advisory. They advise people about their needs, their protection needs, especially life insurance, health insurance, and any other insurance comes under the protection aspect of our financial uh, status. So they act as advisors, and they are paid commission whenever their advice leads to a person taking one of the products, insurance products. They get a commission. So like once they start this advisory thing, then by word of mouth they will deepen the trust in the community, and that will be helpful for them to get a regular source of income. So the other area is mutual fund distributor. This also requires a certification. So they have to clear the NISM series exam, which is also conducted by a government body. So once certified, they can manage community wealth. So they can advise people, like Pandya took us through how important it is to start early. And one of the safest where there is low risk is investing in mutual funds. So once certified, the homemakers and retirees can advise people to invest in mutual funds and give them the support that they need. So to building personal recurring income through commissions. Again, they also will get commissions for the kind of business they bring to the various mutual fund providers. So this is a matrix which gives the overall view about what the retirees and homemakers can do, or what options are available for both of them. First is experience economy. This is where only retirees can contribute, so they can work part-time or on a project basis. And the digital skill, this is an important thing. Uh, they have to have at least minimum digital skill or medium digital skills. They should be able to communicate, log in, and have online meetings and all that. So income type is high project-based fees. Basically, uh, the challenges that the SMEs and other companies would be facing would mean if they do not get the support from these experienced people, they can incur heavy losses. So they can be paid based on the project or on a part-time basis. The second aspect is micro entrepreneurship. This is mainly for the homemakers, and this is flexible, and it can be done a few days in a week or weekends or on a daily basis. So here the digital skill needed is low or medium. So they should be having a social media account, and they should know how to create posts and reach out to the target audience. And here it is a direct sales margin. They can represent an organization also, or they can prepare their own products and services, and they can market it. The third area is knowledge sharing. This can be done both by homemakers as well as retired people. And it can be a training program which is scheduled and announced and advertised. And it can be a short time, this thing. It can be 1 hour or few hours. Again, here the digital skill required is medium. So one of the important things is creating the content. Now AI is available. Earlier, there was a need to have our own setup with a camera and a digital recording and editing facility. Now, a lot of that is simplified. We can use some of the latest AI tools which can create video content even without all this studio setup. So the income type is hourly or contract. There are platforms which allow this, these kind of courses to be conducted on their platform. Already I've shared it earlier. So registering with those platforms, they will take care of all the basic foundational needs, like even payment gateway, advertising, reaching out to the target audience. Only the retiree or the homemaker has to come prepared and deliver as per the program that is scheduled. And the fourth area is financial services. This is accessible for both homemakers and retired people, and it's highly flexible. There is no this thing. They can do any time of the day, any time of the week. They need not go to the office regularly. They can sitting at home and within the community they can give the advice related to finance, related to the protection, that is life, health, and other insurances, or help people in start an investment, this thing like in mutual funds. So this is also recurring, and the income will be recurring, and it is based on a commission. So basically, these are the two income generating, what should I say, powerhouses, which can contribute to the country's sovereign economy. So the true financial sovereignty requires strategic capital. India possesses robust targeted subsidies and schemes designed specifically to empower women and senior citizens. So the government of India also has many schemes which are specifically targeted at retired people and homemakers to help them also, and through them get contribution to the country's economy. The rule of the second act: leverage government infrastructure to build your enterprise while fiercely protecting your personal savings. So a lot of times what happens is senior citizens would like to invest in shares and other things, whatever end of service benefits they get a lump sum, and without proper knowledge and support, they invest in share markets and other things, and they may end up losing their entire life support or savings. So by getting into these government programs, they need not expose themselves to the risks that are there, and they can use these government programs to use them and still have a source of income or a revenue generating thing. So if you are a homemaker seeking small business capital, so the government scheme that supports that is PM Mudra Yojana. So the time now is 7:05. Hopefully I'll finish by 7:10, and then we can get into the Mind Valley session. So the PM Mudra Yojana supports the homemaker, and without any collateral, they can get up to 20 lakh loan from any financial institution. So apply to the PM Mudra Yojana, and once it is accepted, the loan will be availed through any of the financial institutions like the banks. The second one is if you would like to become an entrepreneur, a women entrepreneur, so who has a project in hand, something which is useful, something which has potential. So there is a scheme called Stand Up India, where loans between 10 lakhs up to 1 crore is given. Again, there are certain procedures to be followed, and protocols to be fulfilled. Only then they'll be eligible. The third is women looking to grow safe savings. Basically, there is a program called Mahila Samman. So they get whatever money they invest in this program, they get 7.5% interest. Whatever money they invest, they get 7.5% interest, which is much more than what banks give in fixed deposit. I think today it is capped at 6.5%. So they get 1% more. And for the retired people who require high liquidity, so there are senior citizen service saving schemes. So in the post office and other institutions, where they get a high interest rate of up to 8.2% plus, and they get quarterly income. Whatever interest is generated, it gets credited to their savings account every quarter. So both retired people and homemakers can achieve complete independence, financial independence, and contribute to the country's financial sovereignty also. So some of the pillars that are required to achieve this is basically skill upgrading. What is required from the retired people as well as the homemakers? They have to upgrade their skills, dedicate around 30 minutes a day to master digital tools like Zoom, Canva, and also how to use AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity. There are many this thing Canva. Canva also has an AI capability. So learning these tools are very important to be effective and efficient. So one requirement is skill upgrading. Second thing is have separate tracking for the revenue that is generated by their activities, not to mix it up with their personal account. So open a dedicated bank account strictly for business income, completely severing it from joint accounts. Or even if they have a savings account, keep a separate account only for tracking the income and expenses of the activity that they do. The third important thing is networking, strategic networking. We all do networking in a casual way, but this is with a strategy. Pivot existing community gatherings, and laughter clubs. This has become very, very popular. Laughter clubs are there all over the world, and a lot of people congregate every morning. And there are also yoga. People do yoga in parks and all that. So these are all the places where network can happen. A lot of people come to parks, for exercising and walking, jogging, and all that. So where one-on-one interaction can happen and the network can be expanded. So the summary is retired people, experience is not a sunset. It is the foundation of India's next digital sunrise. So the experience and knowledge they have, if it is shared from with the young entrepreneurs and startups, they can add and contribute in a huge way for the digital in India's. India can become, can even it's already fourth. It will come to third very soon in terms of uh, the GDP. And financial sovereignty is no longer a privilege of youth. It is the right of the experienced. So choose your pathway, utilize your matching capital scheme, and take the first step in your blueprint today. So both retired people as well as homemakers, just by taking a few steps, can really open up a huge opportunity for themselves and create opportunities for others in the community. So that is the end of the presentation. Anyone who'd like to share or reflect, it is 7:11. So before we get into the Mind Valley session, you can please unmute and share. Good morning, Mr. Prasad. Good morning, Naveen. Good morning, Soumya. Good morning, Soja ma'am. Good morning, Dr. Murali.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, yes, yeah.
No, I raised my hand.
Yes, Murugesh sir, you are the first one. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Regarding the GDP, no, we are in the third position or fourth.
Right now it is fourth. We have not crossed. I think there is one more company. I think Japan or something. We have to cross.
Any comparison is there per capita GDP?
I'll share. I think I have some. I think I have some it somewhere. US is first. China is second. India is fourth. When it comes to the economy.
No.
I think
One more thing I need, no? the per capita GDP.
Yeah, we'll get into that separately, in the interest of
Okay,
time.
okay, okay.
Please,
Yeah,
please
yeah, yeah.
share, these queries in the group, and we'll look into it, Murugesh sir. Okay, I don't have the information you're seeking on hand, not right now. Okay.
Yeah, one more point, no?
Yeah.
One more pathway, we can add it, no? But the economic capital is required. Mainly, India is having a huge human capital, no? Human capital with these retired people, how we can enhance as a separate thing, if we can do, no? That will be better for the our senior citizens, or
Yeah,
retired people.
there are already some platforms which
Mm,
register the senior citizens or retired
mm,
people, and
mm,
on the other side, they also, invite MSMEs who require advice and guidance. So they act as a bridge. I know there are a couple of platforms, I can share it with you, and they form the bridge. They interact. They help MSMEs to reach out to these experienced people as per their need. That is already there, Murugesh sir. Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, yes,
Thank you,
Gordon sir.
sir.
Yeah, good morning. I just wanted to thank you, Professor, for taking a very relevant topic. This segment of retirees and homemakers are a big untapped chunk of resources for a growing economy
Yeah,
like India. Now the,
yeah,
now the technological advantages are also very conducive for them to contribute to
yeah,
the Indian economy, and it helps
yeah.
our economy and a sense of satisfaction and dignity for those two segments like retirees and homemakers. Very interesting
Yeah.
topic. You have covered very this thing strategically that Mudra Yojana also you have covered, Stand Up India, all these things you have covered. Very nice presentation. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, Gordon sir. Thank you. Yes, Soja ma'am.
Uh, it is very interesting, sir. You had given so many opportunities to highlight the pensioners and the homemakers. I think I have to go through it. Even though I heard it, I didn't hear it clearly. Anyway, it was very good, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, there are. See, the one thing is awareness is not there, so we can take up this thing about finding. I'll also find some more details about these government schemes, and maybe next Tuesday I'll share it. I'll make a presentation on those schemes, getting into more details, Sujama. Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
sir.
you, Sujama.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let us move on. If everyone is, it's okay. It's 7:15. So we went through the lesson number 22 of the Mind Valley Quest program, Duality by Jeffrey Allen. So we went through how we can protect ourselves, from others. So let me read through what we learned in yesterday's lesson. In this lesson, I'll introduce. I think this is the third day. Yes, day before yesterday we went through the main video, and yesterday we went through a meditation. There is one more meditation in this lesson. We'll complete that and we'll end the session today. So in this lesson on being healthy, being a healthy boundary ninja, I'll introduce you to the permission rose, my favorite tool for maintaining healthy energy boundaries. This tool can help you from absorbing other people's energy while staying sensitive enough for great communication and deep understanding. So if a person, has a negative aura, even when we go close to them, our aura shrinks. This is what, is the context here. So how do we protect ourselves from protect our aura and our energy, when we have to interact with people, who do not have that aura, or they have, they basically sap our energy. So how do we protect our energy? So this tool can keep you from absorbing other people's energy while staying sensitive enough for great communication and deep understanding. You'll practice using permission rows to shift from a rigid protective stance of scarcity into a graceful, easy stance of abundance. So, what is permission rows? Visualize a permission rose about arm's length from your body. Let it indicate that you have 100% permission to choose the energy inside your aura. Others have 100% permission to choose the energy outside your aura. So it acts as a protective shield. Others have, your rose is flexible and spring loaded. It automatically adjusts itself halfway between you and others when they get close. Other people can get a copy of your permission rose when they meet you. The permission rose helps you to maintain your aura boundary and seniority. Seniority is nothing but being in control, being in, having the ability to, direct the conversation, not to be submissive. Keep yourself from absorbing other people's energy. Stay sensitive to communication and understanding. So we went through this first practice meditation 4, which is choosing your space. Today, let us go through the next guided meditation, being an energy ninja. So in this lesson, you visualized being an energy ninja with your permission rose. A short version of this practice is also included in your practice meditation above. While your deepest learning will come from practicing your boundaries on your own in daily life. You are welcome to come back and listen to this journey again anytime you like. Enjoy. So it's a 10-minute, 14-second meditation. So I'll start that guided meditation. You can get ready.
Go ahead and close your eyes. And remember your grounding. Feel that aura boundary around you. And let your awareness be in the center of your head with your analyzer turned off. Okay, good. Now, feel your cosmic energy running. Just decide that it's running, even if you don't feel it. And create a brand new permission rose for yourself, right in front of you, arm's length from your body. As you look at that rose, let it remind you of your seniority. You get to choose your experiences. Let this rose also vibrate at permission. You have a permission to have 100% choice in the energy between you and that rose. Other people have 100% permission to choose what happens outside of your aura. And as you do that, notice just that setting with permission, suddenly your energy gets much stronger. It's like you kind of come back because now it's safe. Okay, very good. And just feel yourself being very centered right in the center of your aura for this exercise. And let that permission rose be flexible, so it can automatically adjust as needed it can get closer to you, it can move around to the sides. It's just flexible and automatic. And when it's not needed, it'll just kind of move back out to the front of your aura in front of you. Very good. Now, feel your aura adjusting to that rose. So it's very well defined. You know your boundary. And set your intention that you're going to feel energy, you're going to receive information from the world, but you're not going to become it automatically. Okay, nice. Now, imagine a typical day for yourself. Who is the first person that you see? Just imagine seeing that person. And see your rose halfway between you and that person. As that person's talking, see your rose vibrating at their energy, receiving that information. And just decide, do you choose to match this energy? If it's a yes, then feel that energy coming in into your aura. And if it's a no, just notice that energy stopping at the rose and not coming into your aura. Good. Now, see that person walking away. And as they do so, your rose goes right back to the edge of your aura, arm's length in front of you. And a little copy of your permission rose goes with that other person. Okay, now fast forward to some other time in your day. Really see yourself, imagine yourself going about your day. And see somebody coming to you that's not very happy. Maybe they're frustrated or angry or sad. And as they come close to you, notice your rose adjusting. If they come in really close, it's just still halfway between you and them. You still have 100% permission to have your space. And notice that your rose it's vibrating at seniority, but it's also vibrating at their energy. So you can easily understand them without becoming them. Okay, and just remember your seniority, 100% permission to choose what comes into your aura. And see that person moving away. Your rose going back in front of you. And see them getting a little permission rose copy. Okay, breathe. Now imagine that you're walking in a busy place. There's many people around you and they're moving by you. And your permission rose is adjusting. You're like that ninja. People are coming close, but no problem. Your permission rose adjusts automatically. There's no effort and no stress. Even if people get really close, you still have your space. And as they move away, your space gets larger and adapts. So now let it get really busy. Maybe there's a lot of people. Again, you're just being that energy ninja. Permission rose, maybe you've got several of them just adjusting around your body. And you're kind of amused. You're feeling good. You're still feeling like you. You can't believe it. You have your space, even in this environment. And notice that you're giving yourself 100% permission to have your space, and everybody else 100% permission to have theirs. And in this environment, rather than having nothing coming into your aura, See if you can adjust for the energies that you like. Like, I want to be a little happier. I want to be a little more abundant. I want to feel a little sexier. Whatever it is that you want to absorb from your environment, set the rose, set your boundary so that that energy can come in. You can match that from the crowd. Just notice people around you and just absorbing only the parts that you want. Very good. Also see each person that gets near you getting their own permission rose, spreading that permission to the world around you. Okay, now let that visualization go. Just fast forward till the end of your day. Really congratulate yourself on having good boundaries for that day. And just imagine right now you're tuning in and just noticing, did I absorb anything that I don't want or anything I don't need? Because no matter how well you set your boundaries, some stuff is going to get in. You're not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Just be amused at whatever is with you that you don't want. Notice that it's not yours. Give it permission to exist and permission to release. And just let it go. Very good. So just breathe. Just let your aura return to all you. Just feels like you. Feel your seniority. Just be excited about your ability to choose. And when you're ready, smile and open your eyes.
That was the second guided meditation as part of the lesson number 22 of the Mind Valley Quest Duality by Jeffrey Allen. So I'll mark this as complete, and tomorrow we'll go to lesson number 23. So it is about the lesson number 23 is about empathy and healthy personal boundaries, exercises and applications. So thank you everyone. Anyone who'd like to reflect on this meditation, you can please attend, and then we can end the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad sir, for a wonderful session on the career guidance. Actually, the banks will be reluctant to grant loan for the senior citizens. But your class is good for youngsters. You can approach. There are so many schemes under the government of India. And if a proper guidance is given, the New people can start their own project or entrepreneurship. Okay, thank you, sir, for a wonderful session.
Welcome back. Give yourself a deep breath.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Velapan sir. Thank you, Akila ma'am. Thank you, Anu. Thank you, Athiya ma'am. Thank you, Epan sir. Thank you, Pandya. Thank you, Murugesh sir. Thank you, Gordon sir. Thank you, Dr. Murli. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you, Mr. Prasad. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you, Soja ma'am. Thank you, Tulsi ma'am.
Thank you, Prasad sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
Prasad.
thank you,
Very
thank you.
useful session today. Yeah.
Have a great day and let us join again tomorrow morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Yes. Have a wonderful day for all the people.